Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel again. I really appreciate the support with my videos so far. If there's something else you'd like to see in terms of a tutorial or a full-length flow, you can comment below, you can send me a message. I'm always looking for new ideas. So in this video, we're going to be talking about jumping forward and back during sun salutations or any sort of vinyasa flow. One thing I often see is people jumping from their forward fold back to plank. Although there's definitely many different ways to do it, the problem with jumping back to plank is that you're causing a lot of jolting in your shoulders, in the wrists, and also in the lower back. So I'm going to show you that one time, just so you can kind of see what that looks like, but please don't do this. So I'm in forward fold, I'm planting my hands, and then I'm jumping back to plank. And as you can see, that actually hurt my wrists a little bit, and it also kind of jolted my lower back and caused me to lose a bit of the strength in my core. So ideally, what we want to be doing is jumping back to chaturanga. And in chaturanga, we have the elbows beside the body, the collarbones expanded, and the elbows are bent. So it gives us a bit of a cushion to jump back, but we also want to stay strong. So we want to engage the core, engage the shoulders, and jump back, keeping the core tucked in and preventing a curve in the lower back. So I'll show you what that looks like. From forward fold, planting the hands, bending the knees, jumping back to chaturanga. So hopefully you can see the difference. Play around with it a little bit on your own. Obviously jumping back to chaturanga is actually a little bit more challenging because you're catching yourself with your arms already bent. But you can practice jumping back and forwards. You can also, if you can't make it all the way back to the mat, don't worry about it. Jump halfway and then step the other way. It's building up to it. So I'll show you that one more time. Plant the hands, bend the knees, really ground through the hands, spread the fingers, jumping back to chaturanga. The other component of jumping is jumping forwards. This one, for some people, can be a bit easier, for some people can be harder. It just depends on your body type, it depends on what you have experience with. So when we jump forward, we're coming from downward facing dog. And then here there's a few different ways to do it. I prefer to step my feet closer together before I jump forward. Some people jump forward with their feet where they are. You can do either option. Some teachers will tell you one way is correct, other teachers will tell you another way is correct. Just do what works for you, I think. So first, you're going to be practicing just getting your feet there. Ideally, we want a really soft landing, and in more of an advanced practice, you're actually going to be jumping up and kind of hovering in a tucked handstand for a breath before coming back down. But don't worry about that now if that's not in your practice yet. Just worry about getting the feet there. And just like when we're coming back, you can jump halfway and then step the rest of the way forward. So from downward dog, I'll keep my feet apart this time and then I'll show you with feet together. I'm going to inhale, press my chest back, bending the knees, kind of like loading a spring, and then jumping forward. You want to make sure that you're really pushing into the hands, and also think about keeping the shoulders away from the ears. You can bend the hands, bend the elbows a little bit to give yourself a bit of a cushion, so just like when we're going to plank, it's not jolting your shoulders, but you do want to keep the arms quite strong because that will help you when you eventually kind of come to a bit more of a float rather than a hard jump. So I'll show you with feet together. So in my downward facing dog, I'm going to step my feet together, push through my shoulders, bend my knees, load the spring, hop forward. And I'll show you, just in case you're wondering what it looks like when we're jumping through with a little bit more of a float, bending the knees and landing down. So that's hopping forward and back. If you have any questions, you can let me know below. I can do another tutorial if that wasn't clear, just let me know. And hopefully you are confident in practicing with now. See you next time.